Oh, hey channel! I'm back in prepared, and I am in the amazing Aerosoft Varnes scenery by Jo Addons. It's brand new. It works in prepared version 4. This is prepared version 4, and it's really something special. Just look at these parking garages with all the 3D cars driving around. It looks really good, and that's not even the main part. I mean, just very good. I'm trying out so many new things, so this is a lot to get to, and I'm not sure. I am running Ultimate Traffic live in prepared version 4. It's fairly easy to install, I have to say, even though it's not like officially supported. This was a no-brainer. You just added it. An add-on XML, and then I started it manually. I need to go through this and get rid of these ugly models such as this one, and even I think these Scandinavian models are pretty crap looking, terrible textures, all that sort of jazz. I have much better stuff available on my old prepared version 3 simulator, but I literally just installed this, and I need to go through and patch and update the models and all that sort of stuff. That's gonna be a whole long project, and I don't know if I have the time. But anyway, back to this amazing airport. This is only $18. It's amazing. This is I think, for the dollar value, you can't get anything better. Look here, there's passengers inside the jetway waiting to get on the plane with they all have the same face, but you know, whatever. That's still pretty impressive, I think. Look, and they're not only just standing there, they're walking onto the plane as you started boarding. And they don't do that until you dock. When you dock with the thing, they start walking on. I guess they only walk one way. They only walk on, they don't walk off, which I guess is something that could be improved on, but still though, this is pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. The airport itself is just, it really is so close to real life. All it's missing is kind of the products and the shelves here, but I mean the cafes are the correct ones. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm really impressed with how well they did. I wonder if they modeled the anyways, pretty amazing. I'm in the 717. I tried recording a video with this yesterday and it crashed. There's since been an update for the 717, which I found really stable now in prepared version 3. And of course, as soon as it was, I tried to put it into prepared version 4 and things started crashing. I thought some of it was probably related to the look at those markings on the jetway there. Can I just... Wow. Look at that. Look at that detail. You can read the markings on the pole. That's prepared version 3 for you. Look at the detail though. It's just pretty amazing. Yeah, I had some issues, and I think it was actually related to I don't know. I had some issues with the airport actually. I would fall through to the ground. I think that's a SODI related issue. There's since been an update to the airport, so I hope that's fixed. I had some issues with GSX on the airport, and I think the reasons why I had issues with GSX on the airport was because it had like a SODI runway, and the truck would fall through, and then it sort of crashed into my plane as it did so, and I had crash detection turned on, so everything reset. It was very annoying. The Norwegian flights all have different tails, so it's really, to me, it's really jarring to see them just white like this. So that's one of those first things I need to update. Anyways, and then finally I just had a crash midair with the with the 717. But here's hoping that this time we won't. So we'll see. Yeah, here it is. It actually shows up on the door. And see how nice that is with the SODI, right? I guess I already docked it, so it's kind of out of sync. But that's pretty cool how it knows how to.
Morning.
It knows how to control the docks as well, directly from GSX. Okay, enough about that. Let's get this plane in the air. There's some texture missing here that I keep getting this error message up on from, but it seems to still work. Usually I get it when I turn on the beacon light, but I guess it's any light. Okay, and then we need to align these guys. Good thing about all the sort of the good thing about all the breakdowns with the plane is that I certainly do get to get better at programming it, because I need to start over and over again. It's coming on. I'm also running Navigart Chart's desktop beta version, but as you can see, it's missing all the icons, so it's actually really hard to sort of navigate. But I think this would be a really nice look. So once you set up a flight, it actually shows you the departure, the destination, and your alternate. And you click to depart, so you can kind of really easily get to the charts, right? Very nice. Of course, it's very hard to tell here because something's a little messed up. Honestly, I don't know how much I like the Jeppesen charts. I like those lighter charts, but it's what it is. Yeah. Now this is up, we can start programming the FMS. So we are departing Echo November Victor Alpha. We're going to Oslo, Echo November Golf Mike. Both of these have been updated for prepared version 4 already. We can go ahead and initialize the ILS. Our flight is HAL 32. We're cruising at flight level 320. I remember most of this now from last time I did this. And our alternate is Echo November Tango Oscar. And our takeoff weight is 53.3. This is what I keep not understanding. It's what we have here. The difference is the block fuel, which is 4, which is correct, and then when I type that in, everything else types in. But I also thought I was able to type in the zero fuel weight somewhere, but I don't think so. And then at the top, then we type in the center of gravity, takeoff center of gravity, we said 29.0. Okay. We can then go to our flight plan. Programming the SID. I think. Let's check that the weather is the same. This is a flight plan from yesterday.
Echo, November, Victor, Alpha, airport information, Echo 1820, Zulu, weather, wind 156 at 9, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 20, dew point 7, QNH 1010, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo, November, Victor, Alpha, airport information, Echo 1820, Zulu, weather, wind.
So 156, I guess we'll go with runway 9, which is east, which is what I had planned in here too. And we're doing the Utun 1A departure. And we can go ahead and insert that. It's important, these arrows, they're kind of like, you kind of push. Think of them as pushing the flight plan up or down, not sort of scrolling down or up. So you push the flight plan up so you kind of scroll up by pressing down. It's a little confusing. And then we can go ahead and enter the airways. There's only one, it's M609. And we're taking that to Belgium. Insert that, push it up, and then we'll get the star in for Gardermoen. It's the Belgium 3L, and let's do ILS 10 right, and we'll go ahead and insert that, and we can go to valve pay transition, and that's everything programmed. Then we go to the performance. I'm going to select flaps 18 for this. The slope wind I don't know how to get, so I keep typing in 0.0/010. That's what I type in, because it somehow seems to get in there. And it was 19 degrees Celsius outside, and we can go in and check those speeds. We'll here have VFRI 163 and V3 speed of 224, which I'll go and set up here in the MCP. Okay, that's actually the plane programmed. I think it's also everything loaded. We'll go in and we'll turn on the fuel pumps. And we'll go to exterior and we'll close the door. Close this guy and we'll close this guy. So everyone buttoned up. And then what we'll do is we'll start the APU. The start pump needs to come on as well. Start APU. I'm not unsure how this silly thing works. I'm unsure how this works, and I'm unsure how this works. But whatever, it is what it is. I can go ahead and turn off the external power. And we'll go back to here and we'll turn off the ground power. At this point, let's cross our fingers and hope that pushback and departure can be completed. Our nose will go right, our tail will go left, and no, we want to start them during.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Start engine 2.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Go, we have N1. There's way too white this aircraft. Like I need to check my PTA shaders. I might actually end up getting the Bellins tool just because it's made by the original developer who did PTA, and I think that's probably a good thing. So they obviously seems like they fixed the pushback is now smooth as it should be. It was not working well last time. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I installed again. I installed Envtex. This time I have 2048 clouds and in 32-bit, and I have the ground textures. I've installed Joystick Designs grass texture, which seems really good. I did like a quick test of it to just see. It's kind of like a better detailed grass texture for when you're flying on really if you land on sort of unprepared strips and stuff. It's kind of cool. We can go ahead. Yeah, then we'll have to start the other engine. What I like to do is turn this to open. And we can use the bleed air from this engine to start the other engine. The fuel. Okay, I think that's both engines started. I'm going to turn the bleeds to auto, packs to auto, and we can turn this isolation valve also to auto. At that point we'll turn on the generators, and we can turn off. I'm a little bit unsure if you're supposed to turn off the APU in the 717, but I have been doing it, at least recently, so I could be wrong. I wouldn't know. We can go ahead and taxi. Yeah, so there's the Embraer. Pretty shitty models, like these old MT6 models or whatever they're called are pretty shitty. They're really bad, so you won't see this for very long. I really don't like these models. In fact, I like them so little that I'm going to go straight through it. I hate those little pilots in the front too. They're terrible. Really, really terrible. It's a real shame they haven't updated them. Last time when I was going down here, this is where I'd fall through. But look at this. Look at how beautifully done this is, right? With the little road and the bridges and the tunnel underneath. I think it's pretty damn nice.
Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, hold position, passenger Boeing 717 on the taxiway. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi. Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, hold position, passenger Boeing 717 on the taxiway. Hold position, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi. Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo.
I think that's pretty goddamn great.
Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, hold position, passenger Boeing 717 on the taxiway. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi. Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo.
Really like the prepared version 4. It's so comparatively sort of stutter free.
Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, hold position, passenger Boeing.
This is a little ridiculous. It's a little sensitive.
Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi.
Like,
Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo.
do a better job of spacing us out, you know?
Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, hold position, passenger Boeing 717 on the taxiway. Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo, continue taxi. Roger, Embraer, Oscar, Quebec, Romeo.
I saw there was a really cool detail down here. There's a crooked sign here. I just passed it, I guess. But there's like a sign on the side of the taxiway that's sort of crooked from wind and old age or something. I think it's pretty neat. The way they put it in, it's very cool. It's an absolutely stunning airport. Absolutely stunning airport. Beautiful rendition. And it's $18. And yeah, I think it's not really unfair to say that this is flight tempo quality. It really is. It's better than a lot of the old flight tempo anyway. Maybe the textures on the ground are slightly worse, but it's beautiful.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9er, 0.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the trim. The stabilizer should be 1.9. Set that in here. And we have to do this. And then Let's see if we can make sure that our flaps are set correctly. Yep, that they are. Okay. Put on the brakes. Stable engines. Got 80 knots. 80 knots.
Addons tower, Embraer Sierra Papa Oscar Quebec Romeo, ready to go. Runway 9er, IFR to MFG. Embraer Sierra Papa Oscar Quebec Romeo, taxi into position and hold. Position and hold. Embraer Oscar Quebec Romeo.
Looks really good. Positive rate. Take the gear up.
Stabilizer motion.
0, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Stabilizer motion.
Something really odd about this, how this autopilot flies departures, as in how little speed it wants to fly them at. Doesn't seem right, but maybe it's not like I know how this aircraft works perfectly either. This, I wish they fixed this. This is annoying. But yeah, I can see beautiful sort of setting to this airport. The approach down this valley, I've done that on my channel before, is just stunning. I think it's really great because you kind of come down here across these mountains and then you come down the valley. Really cool. A lot of things I don't understand here, but one of them being sort of like how it does its VNAV. It's kind of a mystery to me. But man, prepared version 4 is really rocking my boat. Look at this beautiful view distance. It looks just so good. Jesus Christ, it looks good. Here are the new Envtex clouds in high res this time. All the way up there, 32-bit. Some stutters. I heard some people who said that the clouds rotate a lot less. That actually does seem to be true. You still see it, but it's somehow less apparent. just the cloud shadows and everything looks. I also feel like they look a lot better in this version of the sim. Okay, we're at turn off the lights and let these guys get up. Let's go ahead and turn off the beacon and we'll set the ignition to auto. And yeah. Yeah, these Envtex clouds look very good. They look very good. I do wonder why I get this misc. It bothers me, obviously. And if one of you knows why I'm getting that misc error, maybe it's because I didn't turn on my transponder. No. It does bother me that I get that misc. Yeah, this needs to be fixed, right? These GA heavies here and stuff. This is some BS. Oh, there's a VR thing here now. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna do something. I'd like not to mess too much with this, but there's one thing that kind of messes me up, and that's the wide view angle. I think I used to have wide view aspect ratio on, and since all the views are sort of still coming over from prepared version 3 in Chaseplane, then maybe that's why everything seems a little off. Maybe not. Who knows? It's been a lot of discussions and debates on the forums about what this wide view aspect ratio thing means, but apparently, as I understood it, it's basically saying that if you have wide view on, it's calculating that 0.6 thing goes on the width of your monitor. That's the factor that gives you the 0.6. If it's the other way, it uses the height of the monitor. So it's kind of like no big deal. It's the same thing. It's just a different data set that it uses to calculate the number that gives you the zoom. But if you have a wider view monitor, it might be better to have wide view, because then you're able to zoom more out. Like you're able to do this, which you wouldn't be able to if you didn't have wide view turned on. So, yeah. That's what I understand it is. There's a lot of myths about how it kills frames and all that sort of stuff, but honestly, I don't think it makes any difference. I have too many outside cameras, that's for sure. I'm looking for my spot camera. See, there's, yeah, it's too many. So yeah, Oslo is crap today as well. Really, really bad weather. Really, really bad weather, so it'll be interesting coming down here. So this is where these detailed clouds don't do as well as the softer ones. They get too repetitive looking when they try and create overcast. They look great when it's like just a few fluffy clouds in the air, but I just realized something. I think ASCII is on. There's a lot of cloud sets coming from Envtex. I'm just testing out these things. I've found it weird that the Envtex textures and stuff weren't sort of checked off with different options. Weird, like this weather influence stuff here. I think the clouds are actually just sort of overwritten, but these things should all have like at least one sort of check mark next to them to be activated, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. But anyways, so we're trying this instead. So, sort of funny thing about this one is we're gonna go up and then we're gonna go right back down again. So as you see, we're coming up on our top of descent, flight level 320, and our top of climb and our top of descent is right next past that.
Altitude.
Yep. Right on cue. And we can go ahead and check our little charts app. And we can go to Gardermoen. I need to reinstall this program. This can't be correct. Or, I mean, this isn't correct, but there must be a way of sort of fixing this. Ah, you can add them to the thing there. Okay, that's kind of cool. We are gonna have runway the ILS 10 on right. That's for sure, and we are okay, it's hard to see the names here. Belgu. Belgu 3L, that's the one we have, and so we're doing that too. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you can just go Belgu 3L. You can just switch between them like this. That's neat. And then you can zoom in like this. Okay. Anyways, our intercept altitude is 3,500. So we can go ahead and just reset this to 3,500. We should capture the top of the descent there and start descending. Yeah. we don't need this. How do I undo this? It's also cool that you can put it in night mode. That is cool. I like that. Okay, that's for the en route chart. The thing that is nice about these charts, I guess, is that they are the distances are proportional. So if things look close together on the chart, they are close together in real life. But yeah, they're very sparse compared to the old ones. I like the lighter charts. I guess Aerosoft will keep having the lighter charts. So who knows? Maybe I'll flip. So Belgu, we should be above flight level 100. Then 5,000 all the way around to the end there for 4,000. at or above 5,000 Valpo. Here should be at flight level 90. Get basically from here on in, from GM 400. Yeah, flight level 90, flight level 120. So we have some pretty harsh restrictions right away. And this plane, I don't know if it's realistic or not, but it's pretty bad at exactly this. That is going down. I feel like it's not so good at maintaining that, keeping a profile, but it's on the profile right now, so that's good. I think we're going to be spending a lot of time in this plane until they get the Majestic and over into version 4, which I think will take a while. Yeah, that's my UT Live thingy, huh? You know what? I don't know if I actually am able to do this. I'm having some, like, with the Active Sky, it's doing this weird thing here where it's actually not showing me the... It seems to be working, but I can't access the user interface while I'm in Sim. So it's too late to load the flight plan, even though it keeps telling me that I don't have a flight plan. See, now it's giving me add drag here. This also used to be a problem with this plane. If you'd add the speed brake, it would just compensate by adding power. We're at Belgu, and the reason why it's telling us to add drag, see, which it is compensating for stuff, is because it wants us to slow down to 220 knots. Doesn't that look great? Oh my god, it looks good. And it's basically the same sim, it just looks so much sharper. Like, even from up here, I think it's silly people say, like, it doesn't make much of a difference if you fly high altitude. But look at this, we're at like 22,000 feet. You just come over these clouds and the ground is really quite sharp below us. I think that makes a big difference. I feel like those textures never would be that sharp from this high up. Look, there's must be Hemsedal or Norefjell or something. One of the bigger ski resorts down south here. It's telling me to remove drag, but so 250, 250, we should be at 250 and then 220 at GM400, which is over here. I do not understand why it's at this speed right now. That's not right. I can't get it to. I guess I did. Yeah, I did get it to set to 250. So I can go ahead and add some drag now. It wants me to add drag. But the throttle problem is back. Look at it. It just compensates. It's pushed the throttles back forwards. I don't know if they're real. Real aircrafts behave like this, but it seems unlikely. I'm excited about the paint kit coming out for this too, so we'll actually see some SAS liveries and stuff for it. Because SAS used to operate a bunch of MD-80s, MD-90s, DC-9s in Norway and Scandinavia, and yeah, I guess this is the best substitute we have, right? I think I've never flown a DC-9, but it's got a lot of the McDonnell Douglas-isms, weird things like the dial-a-flap settings and all that stuff. Look at this, it looks great. Seriously, this is amazing. If you fly like tube liners, you still need this. I think just look at how much better it looks in the distance. It just looks much better.
Scandinavian 4055, Udot Center, Roger, altimeter 2988.
I will go get myself a drink of water, but I'll be back.
Climb and maintain flight level 240. Climb and maintain flight level 240. Scandinavian 4055.
Okay, I am back. Let's see. We are GM456 here. We need to be Ground profile brought across 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and extend the landing lights. Also add some drag, turn on the ignitions, and we can turn on the seatbelt lights.
Altitude.
Yeah, one thing we need to do is we go and here, and we will set the approach, which we will do at, yeah, we'll do it flaps 40, and then we'll have a VREF of 141. It says add drag here, but I actually don't think we need to. It seems like we're right where we want to be. Oh my god, look at this. Very cool. It looks great. I know I keep repeating myself, but it really does look great.
Heading 075, proceed on course, climb and maintain 9,500.
Let's see if it will
Gardner Tower, 025.
give us the airport we want.
0, Gardner Tower, enter left base, runway 1 left, altimeter 2988.
Let's request run right.
Gardner Tower, 0, get runway 1 right. 0, Gardner Tower, flight left base, runway 1 right, altimeter 2988. Flight left base, runway 1 right, 0.
Guess we're 0. Which is kind of neat. 2988. Set that too. I need to turn off these active sky messages. They're kind of annoying. This might take me more or less right above my house. It just looks so sharp. I think that's like the main takeaway of prepared version 4, is it just the ground textures and the loading is a lot better and sharper, and everything is just smoother and less problematic. I'm quite impressed. It does still rotate the clouds, huh? These cloud textures are really nice. They do a good job of both overcast and detail. Don't do this to me, please. Ah, damn it. Okay, guys. I guess you saw what happened. I don't know where the bug came from, but something happened and we never got to land. That was too bad. Well, anyway, I still love prepared version 4. Something is buggy with the 717. I think I'll start flying the Queen of the Sky for now until they've figured some of these bugs out. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.